The rain hammered against the windows of my office, a relentless percussion mirroring the ache in my ribs. Lila Monroe's warning echoed in my head. Dawn's pry too deep, Mr. Harding. Some doors are best left unopened. Easy for her to say, nestled in her Crestwood mansion, surrounded by wealth and silence. I took a pull of cheap whiskey to burn a temporary distraction from the unsettling feeling that I was dancing around a truth I couldn't quite grasp. My focus returned to the photograph on my desk, a close-up of Lila, taken years ago, the inscription scrawled on the back in what looked like her ink, not hers. Who wasn't hers? The woman in the photo looked almost vulnerable. Certainly not the steel-eyed widow who's hired me to find her missing husband. I decided to revisit warehouse number 7. Sal Demarco, the foreman, hadn't been exactly forthcoming. He's claimed Arthur Monroe have a legitimate deal going, importing textiles, but the smell of fear clinging to the man was more potent than any shipping manifest. The docks were slick with rain, the air thick with the scent of salt water and decay. The warehouse itself was cavernous, the shadows sullying the weak light from the few working lamps. I found Demarco hunched over a pile of crates, pretending to be busy. "Mr. Harding," he mumbled, without looking up. "Let's try this again, Sal. Your story about textiles isn't holding water." He sighed, the sound escaping him like a defeated man. "Look, I told you what I know. Arthur came here, met with someone. That's it." "Who did he meet?" Demarco glanced nervously over his shoulder. "I don't know. I wasn't supposed to ask questions." I leaned in, the rain trickling from my fedora onto the damp concrete. "Someone's protecting someone, Sal, and you're part of it." He flinched. "I'm just trying to do my job." I spotted a detail I'd missed before, a faint discoloration on the floor, almost washed away by the rain. I knelt down, ignoring the jolt of pain in my ribs. It looked like dried mud, not the kind you'd find around the docks. "What's this, Sal?" I asked, pointing to the stain. He paled. I don't know." I stood up, my gaze unwavering. "Don't play dumb with me. This isn't dock mud." Suddenly, a voice cut through the tension. "Sal's a good man, Mr. Harding. Loyal. Edward Blackwood." He emerged from the shadows, impeccably dressed as always, his silver hair gleaming in the dim light. "You're protecting someone, Blackwood," I said, my voice low and steady. He smiled, a chilling display of effortless charm. "I'm merely ensuring a smooth operation, Mr. Harding. Some things are best left undisturbed." "Like what?" "Like the mud on the floor. Like Arthur Monroe's disappearance." "Arthur was a businessman, Mr. Harding. Sometimes business goes sour, and sometimes people end up buried." Blackwood's smile didn't falter. "You've been watching too many cheap movies, Harding." He turned to Sal. "See to the infantry, Sal." As Blackwood led Sal back into the warehouse, I noticed something glinting on the ground near the stain. I bent down and picked it up. It was a small, intricately carved piece of pottery, a fragment of something ancient, something valuable, Egyptian. My mind raced. Arthur Watson's importing textiles. He's been moving antiquities, stolen antiquities, and whoever he's been dealing with isn't just a businessman. They're involved in something far more dangerous. I went back to my office, the fragment of pottery tucked safely in my pocket. I pulled out the photograph of Lila Monroe. Not hers. The inscription felt like a riddle, a clue to a deeper conspiracy. I studied the photo again, searching for something I missed. Then I noticed it, a small, almost imperceptible detail hidden in the background. A locket. It was a hieroglyphic locket, identical to the one I'd seen in ancient texts, a symbol of power and secrets. And the woman in the photo, the young Lila Monroe, was wearing it. I dialed Lila's number. She answered on the third ring. "Mr. Harding," she said, her voice carefully neutral. "I've seen the locket, Lila, the one in the photograph." There was a long pause. Then her voice dropped, a tremor of fear creeping in. "You shouldn't have." "Who does it belong to, Lila?" "It belongs to someone you don't want to know." "Tell me anyway." "It belongs to the collector." The name hung in the air, heavy and ominous. The collector. The shadowy figure Arthur Monroe had been dealing with. The man who dealt in stolen treasures and silenced anyone who got too close. "He's dangerous, Mr. Harding. Stay away from him." "I'm already in too deep, Lila." "Then you've made a terrible mistake." She hung up. I stared at the phone, the rain still beating against the windows. I had a feeling my investigation was about to get a lot more complicated, and a lot more dangerous. The collector, ancient Egyptian artifacts, a femme fatale with secrets. This wasn't a simple missing person case anymore. This was something else entirely, and I had a feeling I was about to find out exactly what it was. I reached for the bottle of whiskey, the burning liquid a welcome distraction from the storm gathering inside me. The game was on, and I had a feeling I was playing for keeps.